It's June 9th, 2024. We're on the road, Mutau Flat Road, that goes from Lockwood Valley over to Mutau Flat. And we're looking down towards what's really the Upper Piru Creek drainage there. And so I'm looking south. And we just came from a hike, Kelly and I, and did the Cedar Creek Trail, part of that. And there's a whole loop you can do that does that, plus the fishbowl. We'll have to come back and do that. We didn't have enough time today to pull that off. But anyway, it's a grand view from up here. I'm looking out now towards Cobblestone Mountain, Buck Peak, and back towards, there's Alamo Mountain is in there somewhere. And on the other side of the skyline there would be I-5 and Pyramid Lake. And then as I swing back to the southwest, or southeast, excuse me, you can see way off towards the Ridge Basin. That would be through that little gap in the ridge line there. Zoom in, that's what I'm talking about back there. And then, so Ridge Basin back there. And then you swing around here again. You're looking down into Upper Piru Creek, and then the ridge on the far distance. That's the ridge the Matilaha Ridge. That's where the Condor Sanctuary is above Fillmore. So the other side of that would be Fillmore and that little town of Piru and such like that. And so Susby Creek would be this side of that ridge, the Matilaha Ridge. And then, but on the other side of this ridge, there's an intermediate ridge that as I swing over here is on the skyline, and that's got Thorn Peak. So we're looking on the back side of Thorn Peak. I'm more used to looking at Thorn Peak from the other side, from the Highway 33 Sesame Creek side. And so there's a trail up to the top of that. I'll have to come back and do that. And then swinging over to the west. But I haven't been in here in, like 30 or 40 years. It's just, I've forgotten how neat it is back in here. And the roads are in good shape. You can drive quite a bit. We drove all the way back to, there's a Johnston Ridge trailhead back there. And it looks like most of the rocks here, I'm kind of guessing a little bit from what I know, know about this region. It's mostly Eocene marine rocks. Probably deep water marine sands and shales that make up those higher cliffs in the background, but then it's overlain by the stuff I'm on. That's outcropping here, and then back towards behind the Jeep, and then there's some of it up in there. That's all Caliente. It's a non-marine unit that's Miocene in age, and like I said, underlying that, when you get back here in the Piru stuff and Piru drainage, a lot of that's the Eocene marine sandstone. Anyway, well worth a visit. So you go down from Fraser Park down to Lockwood Valley, west of I-5 here. Go to Fraser Park, Lockwood Valley Road, down to the Mutau Flat Road, and we're probably a couple miles south of Lockwood Valley Road here.